Hey everybody, this is Socrates. I've been thinking of starting up a new format for Twitch and YouTube, and it'd be sort of in the IRL section, sort of podcasty. It is going to be called the NoStupidQuestions podcast, where we get to know the stupid questions that Reddit posts in reddit/r/NoStupidQuestions. There is a huge reason why I want to do this, and it's not just because I am running out of video games to play, which is definitely not the case. It's mostly because of the questions that you do see on Reddit have possibly the best conversation starters for any party. You go anywhere, you ask someone one of these questions, and you will become instant friends with them. So here's a little example of what I want to be doing on the No Stupid Questions cast. We're just gonna go through, obviously, questions. I usually click it by new, because the hot ones are like, they're not actually stupid. Some of them are just like, questions about politics, and we may come across political questions, but they will be of the No Stupid Questions variety. So starting off here, why do so much people on the internet hate 12-year-olds? Why do so much people on the internet hate 12-year-olds? I have also asked myself this question on multiple occasions. I, as a 12-year-old, need this information. And as asked by SirJello34, over the past couple of years, I have noticed there has been a lot of hate on the internet for 12-year-olds. I have been starting to wonder recently, how did this start happening? And if I'm gonna broadcast this on Twitch, I think I'm gonna try and, pitch it to you guys, see what you guys think the possible answer to these could be. But it's also just fun reading them out. I do this with my boyfriend, on the regular. I'll just load up No Stupid Questions, and I'll basically be like, hey Joe, wife gave blood, and her card came back with no blood type. Does she have a special blood, or is it just a placeholder? Does your wife have special blood? Oh my god. Imagine being this guy, though. What kind of special blood is out there? What does he think the special blood is? I wanna see. Got her donor card for blood type. It says null. I guess she has no blood then. Now I know null usually means nothing, but I googled it and it came back that null is some special blood. Is it null as in she has crazy special blood, or null as in this is just a generic card we send out? This guy's warding off. Ooh, a picture of the card. I'm not gonna click that. This guy's afraid he's gonna have to ward off his wife from vampires searching for that special blood. This can't be real. Sometimes I look at them. I think mostly people are talking about ignorant, petty, know-it-all jerks who are trying too hard to act cool. People in the middle of puberty are definitely not the only people who act like that, but they often do. Implying that they are young and immature. This certainly ain't a new thing. They seem to have it under wraps here, so we can pass on trying to answer why do so much people on the internet hate 12-year-olds. Let's keep going. Racism, thanks. Can you sneeze in your sleep? And if not, why not? We're gonna come across questions like these too, where it's not stupid to ask this. There are no stupid questions. In reality, there are no stupid questions. But for this question, you'd have to define what it means to be asleep. Cause you can be low REM sleep, and you can, I don't know, there are people who talk in their sleep, but you have to ask, are they really sleeping? Sometimes I'll get into bed at 3 a.m. and my boyfriend will be, asleep, but then, I'll make one small noise, and he'll, say something, And I'm like, oh, I guess he's not asleep. But if I try and, like, ask him something, he's definitely asleep. So, like, I don't know. I'm with no medical knowledge being pulled up on Wikipedia here, I'm gonna assume yes, you can sneeze in your sleep. What does free-flowing anguish mean in this NYT article about Chester Bennington? Oh, no. So, I'm recording this on the day that, frontman for Linkin Park, committed suicide, which is very sad. Who is known for his piercing scream and free-flowing anguish. Seems more like poetry than conservative newspaper reporting. Well, yeah, we're talking about somebody's suicide. You're not gonna... What does this person want from life? What do you want? I was very sad. Okay, notice that too. It means that he didn't hold back or self-censor his suffering in his lyrics. Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward. Seems more like poetry than conservative newspaper reporting. Fuck that guy. Alright. Do drug dealers take drugs? Yes, but I'm gonna sound like I'm trying to sound like a, like an authority on this matter. Let's just assume I don't know anything about drug dealers and I'm talking out of my ass. Let's just assume that. Do drug dealers take drugs? From my totally non-existent experience, yes, drug dealers do take drugs. It's just not, they don't take it as much as the people they're selling it to. They take it usually to try it out. They take it, like, drug dealers are such lonely fucking people. Oh my, like, okay, I'm gonna stop the charade here. The drug dealers I have known, which are few and far between, I'm not some crazy, I don't drug. I've never shot up a marijuana. But a lot of the time it's just you're testing it, you're trying it, or you are just fucking around with it. It really depends on what kind of drug you're doing. Most of the time, if you talk to a drug dealer, they will tell you, even if that's not true, that they've tested it out on their own for safety. And usually they're not lying about trying it out. They might be lying about it being safe for you, because a lot of drugs are not safe for you. How do you say, I am a loyal American and a patriot in Russian? Goddamn American politics. I'm Canadian, so don't... There's probably plenty of those on here that we can pitch ourselves in. Is it bad if I'm addicted to porn? Sure, let's click on this one. Every night when everyone has gone, I like to enjoy myself for 2 whole hours. I don't watch porn, and I don't talk to people about watching porn much, but I feel like 2 hours is a long time to be watching porn. I mean, at most I would think 15 minutes is a good cap off. Like you're at, I don't know, maybe he just enjoys, maybe Chicken Man 134 just enjoys the narrative structure of porn. There's a lot of subreddits for like just the plot of porn, where people are like, let's appreciate this porn for the plot that they tried to pull off. I watch Game Grumps sometimes, and they talk about this one gay porn a lot, where there's like the underlying narrative structure in it is just two dudes who are related by some woman, and they get into wacky hijinks with their buttholes. And it's just like, you eventually start ignoring the part that is about, the buttholes and the penises. And you're like, what are these characters up to? What job do they have? Maybe Chicken Man 134 is into porn for that. Addiction to anything is generally regarded as negative. Meaning? Wow. Viewing porn daily is actually pretty normal. Maybe 2 hours a day is a bit too much. Yeah. Maybe. We don't know. We cannot tell. Why are conservative subreddits so bright and obnoxious? I'm gonna pass on that. I don't know, conservatives like bright colors and flags. It's just what they do. Why was Mount Rushmore built right where it was built? Oh boy. Why was it built right where it was built? If it was built somewhere else, it'd be built where it was built. Like, why that exact part of the mountain? What do you mean, why that exact part of the mountain? Hulex? Oh, there is an answer. The selected Mount Rushmore is a site for several reasons. Smooth, fine granite. Okay, cool. So there is a general, answer, we chose it because it's the best rocks, and also we wanted to fuck over the people of the land. You know, usual white people stuff. Alright, I'm gonna just stay on the first, new questions page, and then I'm gonna finish this episode of, No Stupid Questions up, and I'm gonna try and pitch it on Twitch for a while and see how that goes. Why is it that we have very accurate and real-sounding simulations of pianos, but not for guitars or brass instruments? I assume the answer is that we do have, accurate-sounding simulations of guitars and brass instruments. I mean, yeah, we do. Yeah, and they're... Okay. But we do. These are such detailed answers. See, the thing about No Stupid Questions is that there are no stupid questions even when there are, and there are, definitely no stupid answers. You get very detailed answers on this, my favorite website, reddit.tv. Does drinking alcohol damage your brain cells? Yes. Just yes. I love beer, but yes. I want to see how they phrased it, though, if they wrote anything. Sometimes these people don't write. Yeah, I'll go watch Drawfee in a second. Does alcohol kill brain cells? Can you still drink if your brain is still developing? No, you shouldn't! What are you doing? Who's feeding these babies beer and whiskey? I love it. I love rubbing alcohol or grain alcohol. What? Oh. For a second I thought they were gonna ask which one's proper to give a baby, rubbing alcohol or grain alcohol. I mean, don't give a baby either. Actually, no, people do that. People give their, babies, tiny amounts of whiskey, which I guess, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but, that probably doesn't hurt too much. Don't worry, I'm not gonna become a parent. None of what I say about what is safe to give to babies will ever affect any real-life baby. I do not like them. Oh, see, we're already on the second Russia, Trump, American politics. What's happening with bitcoins right now? What is Kenny McPoordick? Oh my god, beautiful name. I too feel like a McPoordick sometimes. The Bitcoin subreddit is full of posts titled, "It's happening." Oh my god, that's kind of scary. As someone who knows nothing about bitcoins, can anyone tell me what is happening? I'm gonna take a few wild guesses and say that Skynet has awoken. Number one, Skynet has woken. We're all fucking doomed. It is powered by the raw enthusiasm behind the cryptocurrency known as bitcoins. Two, bitcoins are worth nothing now. And a lot of people are going to complain about it, although, their worth is economically tied up in social, political... Let's not talk about what bitcoins are actually worth. And three is... What's going on? Oh, I can't get into it right now. I does not need to know. We're done here. This is the first ever completed cast of No Stupid Questions, and I hope you and anyone out there has had a good time getting to know these stupid questions. I think the first question we got into right off the bat is my favorite. Why do so much people on the internet hate 12-year-olds? And that's something you can, ask your partner, ask your friends, ask your parent, ask your youth pastor. Why do so much people on the internet hate 12-year-olds?